Well, I know it's late, but for all of those who are here who don't want to see maintenance of certification be tied to state licensure, give us a few more minutes. We need to talk about this. As you know, 2 or 3 years ago, the FSMB, the Federation of State Medical Boards, decided that they wanted to tie maintenance of certification to state licensure. In other words, you had to be continuing to get this MOC through the rest of your life, professional life, that is. Well, they failed thanks to you. And so the score now is 1-0. You have 1, the FSMB has 0. Because we got some of you to enter resolutions and to talk to state legislatures and to get things going that would prevent these things from taking place. Well, the FSMB didn't like that. So what they're trying to do now is to get the same thing passed by going about it a little different way through the back door, and it's called the Interstate Medical Compact. And this is something that has just surfaced in the last few months. And what it does is, under the guise of helping telemedicine, it allows for the creation of a whole new level of bureaucracy. So you have a bunch of state medical boards that get together, and they have this super bureaucracy through which they are ostensibly going to speed up the medical licensure process, but in the process, they've redefined what a physician is. Now, we all know what a physician is, right? But according to the FSMB's definition, it's now one who participates with MOC. Okay? So this is how then those doctors are going to be licensed. If they are MOC compliant, they'll get licensed. Now, I don't think that we want to lose good physicians just because they don't fork over the funds year after year to maintain their compliance with MOC, which is making a lot of money to the specialty medical boards. It isn't proper. Well, they're doing this under the guise of helping telemedicine, because now we have all these doctors doing telemedicine, you know. But what they've done is they've used the definition process again to make it so that they have to do this. So instead of defining where the medical care takes place as where the doctor is, they have defined it as being the location where the patient is. If they just define it where the doctor is, there's not going to be a problem. You don't need any telemedicine special anything. You know, it's not an issue. But they've made it an issue. And I think we have to ask, well, why does the FSMB get to make all these definitions? What gives them the authority to define these events anyway? Well, so what we need to do is, and this takes precedence, I think, over just about everything else, is we need to take a strong action immediately, right now, against the Interstate Medical Compact. And so there are 2 resolutions that have been written. And I should also mention that there has been a resolution that has passed at ALEC, the American Legislative Exchange Council. And they have also approved and supported this resolution to oppose the Interstate Medical Compact. So we need to do 2 things. We need to contact our state legislators to get them to oppose the Interstate Medical Compact, because in order for this to pass, it has to pass each legislature. So the FSMB is looking for 7 state medical boards, 7 states in which to be able to start this. We think they have 3 already, but I don't think it's been through their legislatures. But they're working very, very hard on this and very quickly. They want to get it done this year. So this is the time where we need to take these resolutions, and the first one really needs to be introduced at our state medical associations. Okay, you have the resolutions before you. They're all written out. All you have to do is insert the name of your state medical society or association, and you can modify it however you like. Okay, this is just a template. You can even delete the second resolve. For those of you who are in states that are favorable towards getting things introduced at the AMA level, that second resolution is probably a good one. Unfortunately, maybe Dr. Palmisano would like to help us get things to the AMA, but in my delegation, I have a hard time. My delegation doesn't want to take anything to the AMA. If it does get there, it tends to die. And unfortunately, we haven't seen a whole lot of help from the AMA on this MOC, MOL issue, but maybe Dr. Palmisano can help us on that score. While we're at it, the FSMB keeps coming back at us on these issues. And so there is another resolution that has to do with asking our state medical societies to withdraw, to take a position of getting the state medical boards to withdraw from the FSMB. And I think it's important for them to get the message that here, what do we need the FSMB for anyway? What good are they doing? The states really are autonomous, they should be, in deciding how they want to license physicians. And so this resolution, I think, would be helpful, although realistically, it may have a hard time passing, but just the fact that it's introduced, I think, would be important. One final note, I just want to mention that the FSMB, the Federation of State Medical Boards, CEO is a man by the name of Dr. Humayun Chaudhry. And Dr. Chaudhry has been one that has resisted doing MOC himself. He doesn't do it, but he wants to make you do it and me do it. As a matter of fact, we had some doctors from North Carolina who did a little further investigation, and they found that he goes around the country lecturing, and he's listed as being an associate clinical professor at the University of Texas Southwestern. And so they decided, well, I wonder if he even has a medical license in Texas. And so they inquired of the Texas Medical Board, and the answer was a big 0. So we're not sure exactly what's going on here, but we do know that they're serious about foisting MOL and MOC on each one of you. So let's do this. Let's contact our state legislators. Let's get them to be on the alert to fight and oppose the Interstate Medical Compact. Let's take these resolutions, and it would probably be better if the resolutions were entered in individual states by different doctors, if possible, and take them and enter them right away, because the state medical associations are going to be, the caucuses are starting to meet here in the next few weeks, many of them. So if you enter these resolutions either yourselves or enter them through one of the delegates to the State Medical Society, I think it would be ideal to get this going right away in a lot of different states so that the Interstate Medical Compact will die. Thank you.